Hello, it's Indira from Indie Arts Creations. Thanks for joining me. Today I have a 10 by 10 and I'm going to do a vase and a painting. The colors that I'm going to use are a metallic ice blue, a metallic silver, and a cerulean blue, which is not metallic. I'm going to layer the cup, but first I've already put just a little bit of paint in the cup. And I did that and I mixed it because, well, I had some leftover paint, but I wanted to mix it and not put a solid color in, because we know that the first color in is the last color out. And sometimes, particularly with these vases, sometimes it overpowers the colors that you have previously poured on it. So I'm hoping that because I have put a mixture in of all three of the colors, that it will come out nice. And it's not that you're not going to see the other colors, but I just didn't want to run the risk of, if I put silver, that could be very dominating, and I just didn't want to start with just one color. I thought if I started with a mixture, that might be a nice look. So I'm going to start with this ice blue, and I am going to layer it along the side of the cup. And the reason you layer the reason you want to layer on the side is so that you get a nice layer in the cup. When you pour directly in the middle, what it does is that the colors would drop down kind of to the bottom of your cup, so you wouldn't have layers. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining. I appreciate the support. So this, I'm probably going to layer about 3 to 4 times. We want about 5 ounces for this. Maybe 5 to 6, because it is a vase and a canvas. So I'm just alternating ice blue, silver, cerulean blue. So I really like this color combination, and I had made a set of coasters with this color combination, so I thought that it may be nice if I do a vase and a painting to go with the coasters. And I'm going to see if I have just a tad bit more of the mixture that I started with. Let's see. And I will end with this. Okay, so we have our paint and it's layered. Now I'm going to our cups. We're going to put the cups on each side of the canvas so that I can sit the rack on top of it. The cup with the vase on top. Oh, you know what? Let me look at one thing. I didn't realize that I had 2 cups. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I swapped out my cup because I had 2 cups and they were stuck together. And I wanted not to have that height to it. Wait a minute, I see something on the canvas. So I like to place my vase as much center of the canvas as possible. I would like it to stop shaking. All right, so we're just gonna start pouring in like a circular ring pour motion. So I like these colors, they're looking beautiful. We'll see how much the silver plays into it in the end. So as we're making a design on the vase, we'll also have a design on our canvas. Alrighty. So by me adding a mixture of the colors, we don't have just one color dominating coming out of the cup in the end. And I like that. So we'll give it a little bit, and we're going to give it a little bit so that we want as much paint to run down onto the canvas, because we need that for our painting. The spots I see that never got covered, and I don't know, doesn't look like it's going to get covered. I'm hoping it will, because I don't necessarily want to add, like, so where would I add? Would I just try to add right here, and then it's going to kind of mess up the composition? So we're going to hope and pray that the paint will come down as the time goes on. We might not see it on camera, but in the end, we're going to hope that it does. We're going to hope and trust that it does. So we're going to give that a couple of stacks. Yeah, I think it's going to fill in. It's not looking very promising right now, but I believe that it is going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the vase off of the rack, and I'll be moving the rack as well, and then we will get started with the tilting of the canvas. So what I'm going to want to pay attention to is I'm going to want to use a popsicle stick a few times and just try to get these drips off, and then if I get the drips off now, I don't have to worry about them settling in and then having to sand them off. But if I don't get them off now, then that's what I would have to do. I would have to sand them off. I did get a rotary tool that I could use to get them off. Let me see something. Yeah, so for all the worrying I did, this turned out nicely. I really like this composition on the vase. Like I said, we got the paint did wind up covering. So I'm going to take it off like this. And move it to the plastic. now I have to hope, because it already started tilting, that we still have enough paint on our canvas to cover. So I'm tilting kind of slow just to make sure we have enough, and then once I know we can cover it, which it seems like we can cover it, I'm going to come back up and get that corner and then let it come over. Let it come over on this corner. Let's see. Didn't really get the corner the way that I wanted it to. So let's bring it back to the corner again. All right. So for some reason, I did believe that the vase was kind of centered, but when the paint was running off, it kind of ran off, I believe, on this side first. So in our painting, we don't see much of the silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy this up, and I will bring you in for a close-up. Here we are for the close-up. We have a lot of lacing throughout the painting. I am happy that I did a second pour over top, and we have a lot of this silver now. Before we didn't have any silver, and the composition was rather boring. So I do like this one. Let me bring it out so that you can see the majority of the painting if it goes into focus. Okay, so we're focused, and this is the painting. And I will be showing the coasters after this. So please leave comments, like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and for those who have, I really appreciate your continued support. Until we meet again, cheers to painting.